Hey guys, Mr. Matt here from South Brunswick Public Library. Welcome back to SBPL Storytime. I'm so happy to see you guys today. I'm happy to be here. Yesterday, I challenged you guys to go out and make yourself a fort out of blankets or pillows, and you guys got so creative. I'm so excited to share your photos and videos. I'm just gonna do it right now. Here they are. Ready? Let's go. Here's a Han who made what looks like a super secret fort, but I'll let him give you a tour and tell you about it right now.
I'm making my blanket food.
And what are you doing in the blanket fort?
I'm playing
You're playing? And what have you made blanket fort from?
from a shop.
Oh, you made it from the shop?
Yeah.
What are these? What are the things that you've used?
Sticks.
Is that the sticks?
Yeah.
And where's the door?
This.
Is that the door? Okay.
And here's Ashi and her big brother who made a fort out of stuffed animals that I'm just gonna call Fort Comfy. Here she is to tell you about it.
Hi, Ashi. Where are you? Where are you?
I'm in the phone with the pillows and with my stuffed animals.
You're having fun over there?
Yeah. And my brothers make this.
Good job. Good job.
Bye.
And here's Pavel who built his own tower out of some of the deliveries that they've been getting at their house. And a special thank you to Masood and Sarah who sent pictures this morning. I love these pictures. I love the picture of your family, and I love this beautiful flower. Thank you so much, guys. It means a lot that you sent your pictures along. So thank you guys so much for continuing to take up our challenges. I'll have another one for you at the end of today's story time. Sarah and Masood, you guys inspire me. If you guys want to keep on sending pictures, send some pictures too. Draw a picture, send it to us. I'll post it in Monday's story time, okay? All right, before we get to our story, it's time for our opening song. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, wiggle your ears, wiggle, 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 wiggle. If you're ready for a story, wiggle your ears, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Well, it's time for us to read, so sit and listen, please. But if you're ready for a story, wiggle your ears, wiggle, 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 wiggle. I wiggle my fingers. I wiggle my toes. I wiggle my shoulders. I even wiggle my nose. Now all the wiggles are out of me, and I can sit as quiet as can be. Are you ready for our story? Here we go. It's time for us to read another story. Are you guys? Guys, come in. What's up?
Dad, can you read this book?
I'm doing story time right now, Adelaide. Come here.
Can you read this?
The book with no pictures.
Yeah.
This is what you guys want to read?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you giggling?
I'm reading.
Okay, all right. You guys want to read this?
Yeah.
All right, have a seat. Sit down, guys.
Okay.
All right, boys and girls, I guess we're going to be reading this together. Okay, it's time for story time. The Book with No Pictures by B.J. Novak.
BJ Novak.
He's the author of the book. This is a book with no pictures. It might seem like no fun to have someone read you a book with no pictures. It probably seems boring and serious. Except, here is how books work. Everything the words say, the person reading the book has to say. No matter what.
Wait.
That's the deal. That's the rule. So that means even if the words say blork. Wait, what? That doesn't even mean anything. Blurf. Wait a second, what? This isn't the kind of book I wanted to read. And I have to say every word the book says?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh. I am a monkey who taught myself to read. Hey, I'm not a monkey! And now I am reading you this book with my monkey mouth in my monkey voice. That is not true. I am not a monkey. Yes, I am a monkey. Also, I am a robot monkey. What? And my head is made of blueberry pizza. Wait a second. Is this whole book a trick?
No.
Can I stop reading now?
No.
Please?
No.
No!
You're gonna read the whole story. Yeah. Yeah. Remember what the book said?
And now it's time for me to sing you my favorite song. A song? Do I really have to sing a... Glug, 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 my face is a bug. I eat ants for breakfast right off the rug. What? This book is ridiculous. Can I stop reading yet?
No. You can
No?
read the whole story.
There are more pages? I have to read the rest?
Yeah.
My only friend in the whole wide world is a hippo named Boo Boo Butt. Boo Boo Butt! And also, the kids I'm reading this book to are the best kids ever in the history of the entire world. Oh, really?
Yeah.
And these kids are the smartest kids too, because these kids chose this book even though it had no pictures. Because kids know that this is the book that makes grown-ups have to say silly things. And make silly sounds. Like, oh no, here it comes. Glurgawacko, magrumpadoo, ay, burp, 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 oof, ee, blackety, blackety, glibbity, globbity, globbity, glibbity, beep, boop. Badoo, face. Oh my goodness. Please don't ever make me read this book again.
Okay.
It's just so silly. In fact, it is completely and utterly preposterous. Next time, please, 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 please choose a book with pictures. Please, because this is just too ridiculous to read. The end. Bonk. I didn't want to say that.
Clap your hands that way.
Well, I really hope you enjoyed the book with no pictures, because I know you did, and I hope you did. Okay, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed that story, but we're not done. It's time for a very simple craft. You ready? Let's do it. All right, it's craft time, boys and girls. Today's craft is super easy. We need yarn, scissors. We need a grown-up. We need 2 toilet paper tubes. Now, I only have 1. If you, like me, are short on toilet paper tubes right now, you can take 1 and cut it in half. This project doesn't need that much space. So if you only have 1, don't worry, you'll be fine. Unless you have to go to the bathroom. Are you ready? Let's go. Next, we're gonna take our yarn and we're gonna hold on to it. We'll put 1 piece in here, hold on to it with your finger, and then all you gotta do is start looping it around and around and around, and just do it as long as you feel like. Keep on looping. I'm not gonna tell you when to stop. Make it as big or as small as you want. All right, now we're gonna cut it. All right, hold on to it. Take a smaller piece of string, doesn't matter how long, just as long as it can tie around. You're gonna cut it. And now, in between these two, we're just gonna tie this around. And then once we've tied it a little tight, we can slip the toilet paper tubes out one at a time. And then continue tying it as tight as you can. You'll see it starts to become almost like two puffs, one on the top, one on the bottom. Now once you've tied it once, you're gonna wanna tie it again. Now what you should have is something that looks kind of like this, where it's tied in the middle, and you have one poofy end here, one poofy end here. You want to find your way through one of those poofy holes, and we're going to go all the way through and snip, 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 being careful of our fingers the whole time until it frays at the end. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And again, we're gonna snip, 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 snip. If you have some loose threads, feel free to snip those too. And we have a fun little cushy ball. Now you can make these in any color with any yarn. They're really fun to have, especially if you have a bunch of them. You can juggle them, you can have a cush ball fight, you can just enjoy playing with them like I'm enjoying playing with them right now. But there's your simple craft today, boys and girls. Go get crafting. Our next story is called The Icky Sticky Frog. On a pretty blue lake, on a big brown log, sat a very quiet little green frog. A fly flew by. Shh. Frog didn't make a sound. He just eyed the fly flying around. Whoop! Out came Frog's tongue, so sticky and long, and slurp! The fly was gone. Just as Frog was swallowing the fly, a colorful beetle came crawling by. Shh! Frog didn't make a sound. He just eyed the beetle crawling around. Whoop! Out came his tongue, so sticky and long, and slurp! Now the beetle was gone. The frog swallowed the beetle like he swallowed the fly. Then a green grasshopper came hopping by. Shh! Frog didn't make a sound. He just eyed the grasshopper hopping around. Whoop! Out came his tongue, so sticky and long, and slurp! Now the grasshopper was gone. Frog swallowed the grasshopper hopping by, like he swallowed the beetle and he swallowed the fly. Then he saw a pretty butterfly. Shh! Frog didn't make a sound. He just eyed the butterfly flying around. Whoop! Out came the frog's tongue, so sticky and long, and... Nope! The frog was gone! What happened?
He's gone.
He's gone. Who swallowed him?
A fish.
I know! That's so ridiculous!
What kind of fish is that?
That's a great question. What kind of fish is that? I don't know. I'll leave that for you guys to decide what kind of fish that is. But thank you for joining us for our story today. That's all the time we have today for Storytime, boys and girls. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we go, I've got a challenge for you this weekend. It's a cloudy, foggy day. It's a really good day to get comfy, to get cozy. Find your favorite stuffed animal. Send us a picture or video of you and your stuffed animal. Tell us about your stuffed animal. Tell us their name. I will share those pictures. I will share those videos on Monday's Storytime. That is your challenge. Thank you so much again for joining us today on Storytime. We will be back on Monday with more Storytime fun. Until then, stay safe, stay wonderful, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.